All right, man. Cheers. Get that.
Frost.
Who were you fucking last night? Like, that's how it was. Like, so in her mind, it wasn't even about the gambling. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't even about the gambling.
I was hella insecure.
Really? Cave in? No.
Oh, yeah, because we're always going to allow you to be the man, definitely in public and in private, but we're going to have these conversations in private. It's not for anybody else to know.
There's always a way to test somebody if you want to find out who they really are.
You are now listening to the Men Don't Know podcast.
Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a married guy, a single guy, and a guy in a relationship. And we ask a bunch of women questions that men want answer to over wine and cocktails. Oh, man. Corey back at it again.
Yeah.
How we living?
All right.
Oh, man. First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening. Everybody that's been championing this podcast on. Merch is coming out, and it is heading your way. I know y'all been seeing a lot of stuff pop up on Instagram and social media and Facebook and everything. Merch is going out. I am just going down the list of people that's been hitting me up and people that's been reaching out. So do not be afraid. Your turn will be coming soon. Anyways, but I want to thank y'all and I want to appreciate y'all for championing this podcast out. Whether you're listening to Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, or even if you downloaded the app Men Don't Know Podcast app that is free and available on all app stores, I thank you guys so much. All right, cool. Let's get into business. You want to know what's something funny?
What's up?
So I was grabbing lunch with my homegirl, and she talked about, guys having that Peter Pan syndrome.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, never wanting to grow up.
Staying in Neverland all the time.
I mean, Neverland partying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I've had my rough patch.
Is that us?
Patch? Yeah, not
partially?
Right now. Nah. I mean,
no.
nah.
Because all the spots are closed.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it's still quarantine season, but we coming out of it. But I'm saying it's more of the fact that they've met the right girl, but are not willing to.
So what? Give it all up?
Yeah, give it all up. I'm a boy. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, let me ask you this. Do you believe in the Peter Pan syndrome?
Yeah. Okay, you say she's the right girl, right?
Well,
does he know she's the right girl?
Maybe
or she thinks she's the right girl.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Guys are going to be guys until it's time not to be a guy.
I feel like, I agree with that. I never want to grow up. I want to grow up. I don't know if I want to grow up. Not ready to grow up. Right. I feel like.
I think it also goes with, if you have your affairs in order and you're responsible, you could still be quote unquote cool, right?
Without a doubt.
We're pushing almost 40.
Yeah,
I like to think we're still hip in the game, but at the same time,
30's the new 20. 30's the new 20.
I like to think we're responsible too. So the word growing up and Peter Pan, it's all, relative perspective.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck, let's ask some other guys. All right. Let's see, John. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, let me make sure I'm on. Yep, we Gucci. Right there. Come on, pick up.
Yo.
My guy, how we living?
What's up, my man? What's going on?
Man, life is beautiful. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, John.
What's up, man? You at the beach again?
What's up, my man? God, I wish, dude. I wish. That'd be sweet.
Bruh, insane when we ran into each other, bro.
Yeah, it was good seeing you guys, man. That was fun. You're about a foot and a half taller than I thought you'd be, to be honest.
Man, I'm average height. I feel like I'm average height. But man,
what's the word? What's going on?
Not much, bro. We talking today, like I was telling Coy, was having lunch with my homegirl, and we were talking about the Peter Pan syndrome. Do you feel like guys go through that, or do you feel like we get stuck into the Peter Pan syndrome of never wanting to grow up, never wanting to, get that bride, that house, that white picket fence sort of thing?
I mean, I think it kind of depends on your life experience, especially from male to female. Like guys, for example, like if you're, like, let's say you you have to live it, or you're in a financial situation where you've got to live at home, and life is like, for the most part, just kind of handed to you, and it's real easy. Then your inclination to like, grow up and be an adult and do your own thing isn't always gonna be there. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people just have that naturally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, for example, if you're a girl and let's say you happen to be a young mother, like say you have your kid before you're even 21, you don't get that like 21-year-old experience because you got to go stay home and be a mom. You can't roll off to Vegas with your friends and do whatever.
I've
had a couple friends, and this isn't picking on women or anything. I've had a couple of friends who happen to have kids young, and then they end up living like they're 21 by the time they're like 27. You know what I'm saying? So like they it's kind of delayed for them, and
they double back.
Yeah, exactly. They double back, and and you kind of cut them some slack in their defense. Like they had to at least they stayed home and did the mom thing rather than just take off anyway. It could have been worse.
Exactly. So. Hey, it could have been a whole lot worse.
Could have been way worse, man.
Now let me ask you this: Do you have some friends that living that Peter Pan life?
You know what? At this point, if I do, I can't think of who they are off the top of my head. They're few and far between. I mean, we're mostly all adults and kind of doing our own thing now. I mean, coronavirus has kind of done a number on people's lives, and people's lives have changed because of that, and because everybody's financial situation is different now. But before coming into this, it was a lot of my friends are just doing the adult thing. I mean, even if they got roommates, that's still a grown up thing to do. It's not like living at home or anything and just, wilding out or whatever. So, yeah.
Interesting. So now let me ask you this then. What do you consider Peter Pan syndrome?
You know what? I would consider that just kind of milking your parents for all they're worth, like well beyond when you should have, like, sticking around when you should have left the nest a while ago, or even like attempted to, or whether some people just stay home and stack their money and just, like, even if like their parents or even if they're still paying rent, like, or if, their parents own their house outright or something like that, and the rent factor isn't there, then, they capitalize on that. And, to a point, I mean, it's California, it's tough and it's, expensive as hell out here, but I mean, it's, you got to get out the house and spread your wings a little bit, man. Like I tell people all the time that have yet to live on their own, especially younger people, like my brother's friend. I'm like, living on your own is the best kick in the ass you can give yourself in your life. Like it's the most liberating and like scary thing you can do, but it like molds you because it makes you learn how to do like stuff completely on your own. Like it's all on you at the end of the day, whether you sink or swim or whether you're out on the street or not.
Oh, 100%.
And that's what makes you an adult. Like if you know how to navigate that and survive that and how to get through a day, then you're in a lot better spot than if you didn't know how.
So let me ask you this then. Do you feel like you right now are Peter Pan in it?
No. And I would only say just because well, first of all, like the coronavirus does happen, to affect my life personally. Yeah. I know it doesn't affect everybody the same, but it does affect mine personally. But my financial situation is also to where it benefits. Like, I'll tell you straight up, I live with my dad, but it also benefits. It benefits him.
Wrong with that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it benefits him financially, and it's more like having a roommate at this point. Like I can, I go and do whatever I want anytime I want. I can come and go as I please. And up till the coronavirus, I was working, doing my own thing, and it was just like having a regular roommate who happened to be my dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just like like we treat each other like adults. There's no like, rules necessarily or anything. It's just, it just is what it is at the moment. I mean, is it ideal? No. Like, would I like to have my own spot where it doesn't involve my parents? Sure. Like, who wouldn't? But like a buddy of mine and I, we got something set up to where we're going to be dipping down to Huntington early next year, actually. So, yeah, man. So that's the pad. You guys ever want to come down? We'll be down there.
Hey, don't threaten us with a good time.
Oh man, anytime.
So okay, let me ask you this then: are you ready? Could you settle down right now if the right woman came along?
Oh man, now that everything's opening up, because that made it a lot tougher. Like I don't know anybody that even bothered dating or starting to date during this whole thing, just because nobody wanted to go out or whatever. But now that everything's kind of reopening, if the right one came along, I could definitely do it. I can't say that I'm talking to anybody currently that I think is that person.
Yep.
But if they happen to you know, if I happen to catch them, I mean, you always catch them like out in some random place when you never think it's like when you least expect it.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
like
so,
putting money in the meter.
Then
You're just like,
right. Exactly. Exactly. Gas station, whatever, anything like that. So, you know, no, if it came along, then yeah, I'd be ready for it for sure. That'd be cool.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. And it's weird because due to this whole COVID thing, I've actually, I kind of ironically found myself in the best financial situation I've ever been in, which is kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is, and I'll take it all. I'll take it all day. Yeah. You know, so like I'm in a position to where I can, you know, I could totally, you know, just pick out an apartment right now if I wanted to, but it makes more sense to just save a little more money.
Exactly, but you looked at your situation and strategized and
right.
figured out what would be your next best foot forward.
Right, exactly.
Oh yeah, no, bro. I appreciate that. Hey man, we are setting up guys' night next week. I'm gonna hit you up. Yeah. We are setting that up. I talked to my brother. We're gonna do it at his pad. He definitely wants to do it. He came over and was like, hey, we need to do this at my pad next week. So I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of guys along. And you down? I'm looking at Friday. Does Friday work?
He's down.
Oh, super down. I'm in. Okay. Let's do it.
All right. You don't even know if he's down, Coy.
I already put him in the book.
All right. Coy already had you penciled.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man. I'll catch up with you. I'll text you later.
All right. Appreciate it, fellas. Have a good one.
All right. Damn, man. So, I like that. I'm not going to lie to you. Mooching off the parents.
Yeah.
He did it more financial. If you listen to him, he was more about the financial Peter Pan.
Yeah.
And
then we talk about this in the past podcast where girls might see you saving money as a responsibility, you know?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not just you got your own place, but you're broke.
Yeah, bro. I can't take you anywhere, but you can come over to eat. Which is not a bad thing. First of all, if you know what I'm saying, if you can Gordon Ramsay some shit up in the kitchen, I'm not mad at you, bro. I like is that why Coy Ramsay over here, air fry king. All right, let's call another one. You know what? Let's hit up KP. We haven't had him on in a minute. Let's get another guy.
Guys bias day.
Yeah. Let's see.
I feel like if you ask a girl Peter Pan, she's going to go off.
You think so?
Yo.
KP, how we living? How we living, my guy? Uh-oh. Hello? You disappeared.
He just wanted to say yo and he was
I know.
Busy.
Hello? Damn, did his phone die?
Nah.
All right, I'll double back one more time. Hold on. Let's see. Let's double back. Make sure it wasn't me.
Please leave your message.
Oh,
It's under a bridge.
I mean, yeah, it could be.
Or under a bed.
Damn, Coy, let that go, bro.
It's a good story.
All right, bro. I don't know what's going on over there. All right, okay, we'll move on.
Please leave your...
Yep, we'll move on. I'm not even going to do it.
He didn't have to sneeze once at night. He didn't have to get up to go to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ. All right. I'm going to hit my sister. Let's get a girl's opinion real quick.
Hey.
Hey, what are you up to?
Nothing, just watching Toto Bellas.
She always on some reality bullshit right now.
Oh, hey. Somebody's got to watch it.
All right. Well, I'm here with Coy.
Hey.
Hey, Coy.
Anyways, but all right. But pause your reality junkiness.
I did.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Didn't want to skip a beat. All right. So check it out. We are asking and we are talking about the Peter Pan theory. The guys that never want to grow up. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah, to some degree, I do think it's true.
Explain.
I think like they never want to grow up, maybe because when they were young, they didn't get to live kind of as a child, and now that they can afford to, they are.
Like, are we talking like study route? Like he was, like he wanted to become like a neurosurgeon, so he spent like 16 years in school and like.
No, not necessarily. It could be those who lived kind of like in poverty, and they really made sure they worked extremely hard to get to where they are, whether that's them going to school or just just being brilliant and able to develop different, maybe an app, or maybe just doing public speaking. And with that, they have money that they can actually go and do everything that they wanted to do when they were children. So, yeah.
So then let me ask you this. As a woman, do you blame them for being Peter Pan?
Not in all situations. I think it just depends. I mean, sometimes you have just the opposite case where they got everything that they wanted and they just refused to grow up. After that, you're just like, you know what? You need to grow up. But for those who haven't and they're experiencing it now, no, it makes really good sense on why they would act the way that they do. Wow. Because I'm a believer. Like, eventually, of course, they'll calm down, relax, and then, adjust to whatever their new normal may be.
So let me ask you this then. Dating Peter Pan, is that acceptable or non-acceptable?
I think it depends on who you are. If that's something that you like, then it's acceptable. If that's not something that you like and you're going in there trying to change, don't try to change that person. Don't do it. It's not going to work.
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Fix a bear. All these podcasts tie up.
Yeah, Build-A-Bear. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. At what stage do you think women are not looking for, like, a Peter Pan? Like, at what stage in their life? Do you think, like, I guess you could say, like, what? Do you think in the 30s, like, women in their 30s are not looking for a Build-A-Bear? I mean, not a Build-A-Bear, I'm sorry, a Peter Pan?
I would say women in their mid to late 30s are definitely not looking for a Peter Pan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So late 20s.
Does Peter Pan, is it defined by like hobbies and stuff, or is it defined by where they're at in life, how they dress?
I don't think it's really.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Koi I didn't think about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Koi hit the nail.
I don't think it's really defined by hobbies, because there's so many hobbies that may seem childish, but at the end of the day, they're actually therapeutic.
Ooh, okay. Mental health. That mental health. Okay. Yeah. I like that. Go ahead now. Okay. Go ahead now. Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Nina over here.
To be honest, I just think it's mainly by the person, like what they exude. So if it's just like every day is like, them going and just, I don't know, just not, I don't even want to say not doing things with their life, but just, playing games, as in like, okay, for one woman, they don't mind a man that they just want to date that has like ample amount of free time to do whatever they want. They're hopping from like one person to another. Right. And then there's just what they feel as though, is no stability. That might be stability to somebody.
Interesting.
So, it just really, truly depends on the person, because I also feel as though if the right person, or when the right person comes along for that person, all that they were doing, as in being a Peter Pan, can easily change.
Okay. What about dressing? What about dressing? I mean, are we? Can you call someone a Peter Pan dresser that's still dressing childish, or are we not heading down that road? And it's like it's them, it's who they want to be.
Well, I mean, first impressions are always like important if you care what people think.
Yeah.
So as in dressing, it really depends. Like for me, I feel like everybody's in a different stage of their life.
Yeah. And
if they're like saying they want to have like sagging their pants, like, and as an everyday occurrence,
Yeah.
That to me is, but this is to me. It may not be acceptable for me, but it may be acceptable for someone else. That's just not what I truly care for. And they might not care for if I like to wear a little bit of like ripped jeans or, baggy clothes. So I think it depends on the person. But I mean, if they're dressing up in cosplay, that's also, there's people who like that. And to us, it may seem, like Peter Pan or costume dressing, but it's actually someone's love in reality. So
I don't think cosplay is Peter Panish. Hey, you gotta have money to go to Comic-Con, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all,
and then costumes is still like there's a comma next to that that damn thing. All right. Well, I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, have fun, guys.
All right, take it easy.
Okay, bye.
Damn. Okay. Damn. She went the mental health route. Okay. Not gonna mad at that. Let's try KP one more time. I feel like I really want his opinion, but I don't know what's going on. I thought it was my phone. Was it my phone? Let's see if it's his phone. Let's see.
Yo.
Yellow, can you hear me?
Man. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Let me give you your just due real quick. Mister, it's not yours, it's just your turn. That's right. How we doing, KP?
Good, brother. How about yourself?
Man, doing good. Just chilling here with Koi. How we living?
Koi, what up?
What's up, man?
Okay, KP, got a question for you. Real shit. Let me ask you this. Do you believe in the Peter Pan syndrome for men?
Wait. One more time?
The Peter Pan syndrome, the never wanting to grow up syndrome.
In a man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some guys have that for sure. I think so.
Damn. Do you know of any?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's kind of like why we're not really like as tight as we used to be. We just in a different shit now. Yeah, I know quite a few. Okay. So let me ask you this: what puts them in that category so I can know? Hey, KP, I'm gonna take this, but I want you to hold on real quick. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second. All right. Playboy, how we living? First of all, you are on the Men Don't Know podcast. You are being recorded. You called in, so you got to tap in. Okay. My boy, Nick, how we living, my guy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, life is beautiful. I'm here with Koi. Koi, say what's up.
What's up, Nick?
What up, big dog?
All right.
Hey, man, let's give it a round of applause. First time, long time.
I just want to let you know, Nick, that he just hung up on a caller just for you.
Hey, bro.
He hung up on a caller when he saw your name.
Okay. First of all, I got to ask you real quick.
Back.
No. I'm not going to double back. I'm going to ask you this. In guys, let me ask you this. Do you think that guys are going through some guys that you know are going through the Peter Pan syndrome? And by Peter Pan syndrome, I mean never wanting to grow up.
Ooh. Absolutely.
Damn.
Yeah, I got a bunch of friends like that. What do you mean?
Okay, break. Okay, give me the criteria of the Peter Pan that you know of.
Just stuck at like age 20 to 25.
Damn.
Like how they live their lifestyle.
And what is that lifestyle?
Just, I don't know.
Is it like financial, hobbies, how they dress? What?
In the club.
Yeah, I mean, not so much in the club, but I mean, yeah, I have friends that have made it to a certain level and then they just stop.
Oh.
Like they finally made money and then they're like good and they're just content and that's it, which is fine. Some people, that's their deal, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Some people want to clock in, clock out, and other people want to keep going.
Facts, 100%. Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel that, and I was just on the phone with my sister, and we feel like some people that are in the Peter Pan stage is because they worked all those years in their 20s. And so now that they are successful in their late 30s, it's time to act like their 20s.
See, most of my friends weren't successful in their 20s.
Ooh, okay.
So what I see is one way up.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think that's like where we like. Well, my group of friends, like a lot of my friends. Yeah, when we were young, we're all little kids. Like when I went back east and I worked for a little bit, when I went to Boston, I met a bunch of kids that were like in their mid-20s that were graduated from college, all had careers, all were like not necessarily relationship, getting married, but they were just like grown-ups. And that was like a shock to me. I never had seen that really. Wow. I mean, I always had a few friends that like had their shit together early, but other than that, no, it was definitely different outside of Southern California from what I saw.
Yeah. He's bringing the bi-coastals. All right, man. I'm going to let you go because I know you're not even supposed to be here right now. But let me tell you, you remember that thing we did a couple of days ago that you're supposed to send an email?
Yep.
Yeah, she's waiting for the email and quote.
Okay.
Because she really wants to do it. So.
Okay. I'll send it out tonight.
I appreciate it. All right.
All right. Good talking to you guys.
I appreciate it, man. All right. Appreciate you. All right, bye. KP, you still there?
Yeah, there.
Damn, you held for you should have hung up.
Damn. Hey, bro, leave him alone, boy. He's like my home's in the pocket. Let him scramble for a little bit, okay? He just moving. Let him move. Yeah. I appreciate you, my guy.
Of course, bro.
Dang. Okay, so let me ask you this then.
He just hung up on you for a telemarketer.
No, I did not. First of all, I did not. KP, let me ask you this. Do you think it's because of the area code that they live in that keeps them in that, I guess, scenario, or the friends that they surround themselves with?
I think so, for sure. I think where they live, they haven't gotten out. Like, I know people.
Wait, hold on. You're moving around. You dipping and dodging. Hello?
Damn. Yo.
Wait. Hello?
Yo.
Okay. I think you're better. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You said area code. Yeah. So,
wait. Let me call you right back because it's so bad right now. Hold on. I'm going to call you right back. All right. Damn. Why is it just KP? All right. Let's try it one more time. I feel like so bad because I really want to get his answer.
Yo.
Oh, okay. So much better. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So you're saying area code, you think?
Yeah.
Does it have to do with it? Yeah, I think so for sure. I know people like from high school that still live, like, cause I grew up in Long Beach, and when I was growing up, gangbanging was big. So I know people that still be in the streets gangbanging, and we 30. So I think that has to do with it too, because they haven't left the city and they just still up to the same shit.
Damn. Now let me ask you this: does that bring a disconnect because you are already on with your life and more mature because you had to grow up, or you wanted to grow up, or you wanted to aspire to other things?
That's for sure. That's for sure. I'm still the homies, whatever, through the distance and stuff. But a lot of them just haven't grown up. In life. For sure. Yeah. But I mean, that's they haven't, like you said, the area code. They stuck in there. So.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, because you know what? My boy that was on that just hit me up randomly for a business call or whatnot. But we were talking about it, and he was on the idea of like the SoCal life versus when he went to the East Coast back in Boston, where they were like in their 20s and they were already graduated from college and they already had that.
Okay.
Yeah, they were already in adulthood per se. They had left that Peter Pan life because they had already got, academics, and then they went to their career job. Do you think it's because of who they hung out with?
Yeah, for sure. I think the people you surround yourself with have a huge influence on what you turn into and develop.
Damn. Do you think women live that Peter Pan life too?
Women?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We should have just led with that.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Explain why. You'll be the first guy that's talking about this, though.
Shit. I mean, I think women, they just they just petty forever. They just petty forever. They a lot of them think that shit is cute. Like, that shit is not cute. Let it go. Let all that petty shit go.
So let me ask you this, man. Are you ready? Could you settle down right now if you wanted to?
Yeah, I could if I wanted to.
No. I mean, let me rephrase that one. are you out of that Peter Pan stage in your life and you ready for that next one to be like that last one?
Yeah, yeah, I am for sure. Damn, I am. I think I've been out of it for a minute.
But you have non-negotiables that you will not.
Non-negotiables. Yeah, I will not. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. If you don't meet the criteria,
Yep. We're not wasting time. Yeah. Not wasting time in 2020.
Hey, facts.
Better wait than settle.
No. Better wait than settle. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. And you see what you're doing? You see what you do with KP? Yeah. You bringing out the, you bringing out
quotes.
the quotables and everybody.
The quotes when you're on the phone with KP.
Yeah, you better.
Yes, sir.
You better step it up.
The quote you got to live by.
Fact. Okay, check it out. I got to ask you on air. Next Friday, we're going to do one at the house. You free?
I'm there. Let me know time.
All right, man. Hey, man, we assembling the crew, guys' night 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much.
I'll see you guys on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm in there.
All right. No,
I'm there.
All right, boys. Bruh. Okay. Huh.
He was thrown in the fire earlier though by having a little one.
Yeah.
He got no choice after that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it seemed like he never doubled back though. To the kids' life, like to the Peter Pan life. I don't think you can though.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think you
have a little fun after once a kid gets older.
But you still have responsibilities. Right. The kid didn't ask to come in this world. Hey, we didn't all have friend. We all have a friend that grew up faster than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Best way to put it.
Yeah.
Best way to put it. But shoot, man. All right, man. All right. I appreciate that. It's a mentality thing. It could be a area code thing.
Could be.
One of my friends said to me, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah. It's like what he said. He said growing up, some of his friends gangbang, right? And that's all they know.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to get out of that. I would know best because I'm just kidding. I never.
Oh, God.
I understand.
All right, man. I appreciate you, my guy. And once again, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you're listening, like I said, on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, listening to it on the website. Man, I truly appreciate y'all. Keep sending me in those questions. Keep sending me, whether you want merch, because I'm sending out merch either on mendontknow.com. Send me an email. Chris@mendontknow.com. Hit me up on Twitter, mendontknow1, or on Instagram at mendontknow. Once again, I appreciate everybody for listening. Man, Koi, we out.
Later.
All right.
Who were you fucking last night? Like, that's how it was. Like, so in her mind, it wasn't even about the gambling. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't even about the gambling.
I was hella insecure.
Really? KP? No.
Oh, yeah, because we're always going to allow you to be the man, definitely in public and in private, but we're going to have these conversations in private. It's not for anybody else to know.
There's always a way to test somebody if you want to find out who they really are.
You are now listening to the Men Don't Know podcast.